This rock-hard body houses the undisputed light heavyweight champion Rick the Jet Roufus. He faced William Knorr in a rematch. Knorr was felled by a Roufus kick in their first meeting. While Roufus predicted the outcome would be the same, Knorr vowed this time would be different. The one thing they did agree on, that there was bad blood between them.
Back up, please. Just a last-second reminder, make sure you keep your kicks above the waist. In the case of a knockdown, I'll direct the standing fighters to a neutral corner. You'll stay there until I call you back. Step back. When I say break, make sure you break clean. Step back. Do not hit or kick your opponent after I say break, because it will be a foul. Don't hold. No clinching. I only give 2 warnings. After that, it will be a point deduction. Shake hands. A good health to you.
Did he kiss him or spit on him?
There seems to be no love lost between Rick the Jet Roufus in the blue gi, along with William Knorr, as they come out fighting here early in round 1. Nose to nose, toe to toe, they stood during the instructions from J.T. Will, and both go right to work. Knorr, the taller of the two, at 6'3", 5'11" for Rick Roufus. Roufus best known for his spinning kicks, and they are devastating.
Roufus has put on 15 solid pounds of muscle in the last 15 months, moving up from 163-pound division to the 179-pound class, and his power is just awesome. He's using the same training regimen used by Evander Holyfield in putting on his weight.
Spinning back kick, and then, of course, the spinning back fist, and now Knorr gets a hand combination, but look at that left and right to the body to Knorr by Rick Roufus.
Rick is scoring pretty much at will here. Looks like William Knorr is, he's got to watch it. He's going to burn himself out.
Roufus has a serious knot on his left cheek. I don't know what caught it there, but he's got a serious swelling on that cheek.
Oh, he does indeed, and that could open up at any moment.
That's the kind of thing that the corner is going to be putting ice on immediately when he gets back there, and if it gets hit, as you say, Sam, it could split wide open.
Big left hand by Roufus. He follows it with an inside right hand. But boy, what a puff under that left eye for Rick Roufus. These two fighters actually fought when they both were at 164 pounds, and a spinning roundhouse kick decked Knorr. Both of them put very little emphasis into that rematch, but here you can see there's no love lost early.
That's Rick Roufus' patented kick there, that round kick. He's knocked out a lot of opponents with that left-footed round kick.
You cannot ask for much more action than we saw in round 1.
This was not your standard feeling out round.
You see him going right to work with that puffiness under the left eye of Rick Roufus.
He's telling him these. Listen, man. The guy's a little billy goat with his head. You got to watch the guy. Take this guy out right away. You can take this guy out. I'm telling you. You suck it up. Got to, man. This is up. Got to. This is up. Listen, Rick.
But he's just standing still right there for you. Don't reach for him. You don't need to reach because he's right there for you. Take his legs out. He's on the front leg. You got your leg there. Step behind him and push him. For what? Step behind him. Hit him.
The stool out. Take us out.
Well, instructions coming from both quarters as we get ready for the second of what is scheduled for a 12 round. Begin. This is the light heavyweight championship of the world of the ISKA and the PKC. And the undisputed champion is Rick Roufus. And they have worked on that swelling under the eye and have it down a little, but it could be a problem. And you got the indication, guys, that they felt there was a headbutt that might have caused that in that first round.
I didn't see it if there was one. I didn't see it. I think Knorr was throwing some good, solid, hard right hand hooks that caused that.
Joe Knorr's corner was very animate, so to speak, to say, don't reach for him. He'll be there. You don't have to worry about finding Rick Roufus.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what they meant by that. It was quite obvious that he wasn't going to have to reach for him, but I'm not sure I understood the strategy.
Right out of there. Let's go.
Now that I did hear them say. It said his leg's going to be right there. You can sweep that front leg, and of course that was a smart move then by Knorr. You can follow up with that kind of sweep too.
Sweeps are allowed to the front leg of the opposing fighter, but it must be below the calf. It must be with the arch of the foot. You see Knorr trying to demonstrate that again.
be real careful on those sweeps, though, because you leave yourself open there for a moment, and it's very dangerous.
Watch that head.
There's that pendant round kick of Rick Rufus's.
Just beautiful. There's
Beautiful
the
front kick.
Once before.
Nice right hand in by Knorr. Fortunately for Roufus, was on the side where the swelling isn't.
There's that spinning kick of Roufus. Spinning back fist. Knorr caught that one on the gloves, defended it very well.
Some blood on the right shoulder now of Rick Roufus. I can't tell where it's coming from. Roufus is throwing techniques from every direction. Over, under, sideways, around ways.
And that's the bell to end round two. So even though William Knorr was the aggressor of round two, the kicks of Roufus really got him back in the fight again.
Yeah, Roufus is known for his kicks. He's one of the best kickers in the business.
Coming from? Not us?
He's not.
Water. That's clean. Vaseline on the face. Ice on the neck, Duke.
And he headbutted.
Ice on the neck, Duke. Listen, Rick.
Ain't nothing.
You know, that knot is still a problem they're working on here. Let's go back to round one and see if we can pick up how it happened here.
That was the head that collided with
Sure
the
did.
cheekbone then.
Sure did.
And obviously not an intentional headbutt, but that's one of the things that happens in this game.
This is the comeback and the way the kick started to come back for Roufus in round two.
He threw a punch that landed on the top of Knorr's head, then he threw an uppercut, he threw a front kick into the face, and then right after that, he threw a round kick, Chuck, 4 different directions.
That's why Roufus is so strong. That's why he's the light heavyweight champion of the world.
Begin!
It's almost, Chuck, like you get ready to expect the round kicks, and then the front kick comes in, and even though it is a defensive weapon, a lot of times it can become very offensive for Roufus.
It's very difficult because he throws the kick like he's going to go to a front, and then he'll hook it to a round, so you don't know which direction it's going to come from, and that's how he knocks out a lot of his opponents.
As a matter of fact, that's how Knorr went down the first time. He said he lifted the leg expecting the front, he got the round kick.
Yeah, and then the next time he got the front kick in the face.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about Knorr's courage. He has fought the best in this sport, and he's done it just on 2 and 3 weeks' notice at times. He fought Jean-Yves Terry on 3 weeks' notice right after he came out of the hospital with surgery on his own ankle. He fought Bob Thurman on 2 days' notice, fought Rick Roufus the first time on 6 days' notice, and he's just ecstatic that he's had 6 weeks to train.
He, by the way, since losing to those 3 top competitors, has really dedicated himself in the last 5 or 6 years. He sells hot tubs and jacuzzis in his hometown of New Orleans, but he spends a lot of time in the gym. Roufus now starting to get some hand techniques in, punching well. A minute to go in round 3.
Yeah, Roufus is scoring more than Knorr. Knorr is missing a lot of his techniques, which is taking a lot of energy out of him. He's got to be careful about that.
You know, you made mention he might have run out of a little steam after that round 1, Chuck.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to waste that energy, you got to make contact and score some points.
Keep in mind, we're over 6,000 feet here in Lake Tahoe, and Knorr is stumbled. He is staggering on his feet. The round kick again has done its damage. Knorr gamely trying to battle back, though, but he is out and down.
Keep your head up.
No, they did not rule that he was down. J.T. Will allowed the knee to touch momentarily,
But he wasn't knocked out. He went down on his own knee just from sheer exhaustion.
Watch the forearm. Both fighters starting to show a little ill effect of the altitude right now.
Come on, let's go.
By the way, checking the kicks for Knorr, he is in danger of missing, and he does. He has only 6 kicks in round 3, and that's a demonstration of some fatigue going on here in the third round.
Giving it to him.
With Knorr experiencing some difficulties with the kicks, a look at the kick rule might be important here. Each fighter must attempt a minimum of 8 kicks per round, and there is a 1-point deduction for each kick missed in a round. And more importantly, in a championship fight, a failure to attempt 8 kick minimum in 3 different rounds results in disqualification. That corner really trying to work on Knorr. Well, that's just to get him mentally back in the fight. And we see why here, Chuck, is he really got some real kicks by Roufus.
Yes, he's taking a lot of punishment.
A jump spinning back kick, spinning back fist right off that jump spinning back kick.
Listen, deep breath. Okay.
The left back leg round kick by Roufus. He comes in, sets it up again, and comes even higher with it. William Knorr has missed his kicks in each of the last 2 rounds. He only threw 5 in round number 2, and now he's only thrown 6 in round number 3.
Got to get your kick this round.
Fight is over. if he misses his kicks in 3 rounds in a title fight.
Keep in mind, he does not have to make up the kicks as normal in his championship fight. But if he misses again, this fight will end, and we're in the 4th round.
Yeah, Roufus is now pouring it on. He sees that his opponent is tired, and he's going to put it over. It's just about over.
Vicious right to the body.
Yes, just about over. Knorr can't take that kind of punishment.
JT will, for safety of the fighter's sake, may be the most important man in the ring.
Close. Remember, in full contact karate, you do have standing 8 counts allowed. That gives the referee a chance to make sure that the fighter is not going to take a blow that could end his career or his life.
Knorr doesn't have the energy left. It's just a matter of time now.
Roufus pouring it on. Got excited in karate at the age of 9. Watched a championship fight of Bill Superfoot Wallace and Robert Biggs and said, that's what I want to do. And here he is, the top of the world in the light heavyweight division.
Well, he's a game fighter.
Watch your head.
Father owns 6 karate schools in the Milwaukee area, which he helps in, which certainly doesn't hurt your techniques. But there's a little something more in technique from Rick Roufus. There's a big heart in there.
Yes, definitely. What's so amazing about Roufus is that he was a middleweight. He's actually built of a middleweight, moved up to light heavy, still has the same speed he had as a middleweight, but has more power. It's amazing.
Using all that strength that he's added, and as Chuck says, no loss in speed.
Roufus fighting at 176 pounds says there's no secret to it. I'd be happy to go up to around 191, 2 or 3 to get a chance at Dennis the Terminator Alexio.
Because Knorr is absolutely exhausted, he missed his kicks in this, the 3rd round. You notice the last minute of that round, he barely threw a single kick.
And so as he misses kicks in 3 consecutive rounds, it's over.
They come and tell you after the round's over with.
So as Rick Roufus waits on his stool, William Knorr across the way. Knorr waiting to see, as JT Wells said, it is over now.
3 rounds with no kick. 3 rounds with no kick.
It's probably a good sign because William is really exhausted. And when you're that exhausted, that's when you can be seriously hurt. So it's a very good call.
Chuck, you have to kind of question a bit maybe his game plan because he came right at him early on in the 1st, and boy, you hit it right on the nose. He really took a lot out of him.
Yes, he did. He definitely did.
Disqualified. He missed his kicks for 3 rounds. You're the winner.
So you heard it officially. Rick Roufus has been declared as the champion here as he retains his title. As it is William Knorr being disqualified for missing his kicks in 3 rounds. It doesn't have to necessarily be consecutive as it was here, but any 3 rounds in a 12-round fight and it's over, and thus this one is.
Okay, give me the scissors.
After retaining his title, Roufus looked for new worlds to conquer.
I came in with the attitude that I try not to think about the knockout, but I want to come in and put a great show on, not only for myself, but for the karate fans. And I was hoping to take him out with that knockout tonight.
What's next for you? We've talked about Jean-Yves Thériault in the past. You're now at 179. Thériault has the 172-pound title. Is there a possibility that the two of you will meet either at his weight or at some middle ground?
Well, hopefully we can meet at an in-between weight at 175. I just want Jean-Yves to know I'm waiting, I'm begging. If you'd stop fighting these would-be opponents and fight the real deal, hey, we'll both be rich and we'll be happy in the end. And for another guy that's fighting tonight, Dennis Alexio, I'm on my way up. As soon as I fight Thériault, you're next, buddy.